So I wasn't expecting it, but Hartmanns just sent me these joy cherries to replace the first ones we got, and it looks like they put like 2 or 3 extra in there, but they packaged them way better. They have redeemed themselves for sure. Although this probably cost them, I don't know, an extra $1 or $2 to package like this between labor and the plastic. But let me tell you, this is way better. Like, the first orders I got were just a big pile of soil, and these ones are completely perfect. Like, they look perfect. And these are the joy cherry, which I only managed to save 1 joy cherry from that first order, and this is the pollinator for all those others. So I have like 12 Joels, and I have like 12 or 13 Jan bush cherries that are all doing pretty good, and I managed to save out of those first 2 orders, which were both packaged pretty roughly. But I didn't really have any joys, so now we're gonna have at least 12 joys here, which will be perfect. I'll be able to spread these around the property, and they'll be close enough to those other cherries that we already planted, and we'll get some pollination, some good pollination. Yeah, there's some of the cherries right there. There's a Jan, a Joel, and a Joy right there, and those are the 3 best that we had from that first order. And they're doing pretty good in the ground now. I found that it's a good idea to let them get rooted into a 1-gallon pot and let the roots spread out, especially since it's been a dry year out here. And then place them in the ground once they've kind of rooted into that 1-gallon pot, and then put them in the ground like that, and then they'll really take off nice. If I put them straight in the ground from these pots, if it was fall, they'd probably do fine, but in the middle of the summer, these things are just not in a good shape. Maybe if you filled the hole with some potting soil and then put these in, they'd be fine, but I found it's best to just put these in 1-gallon pots, let them grow into it for 3 weeks, and then move that whole root ball with that potted soil into the hole, and then put them in the yard. So yeah, these are the bush cherries from Hartmanns, and it looks like they've figured out how to ship their bulk orders of these 3 1/4 pots, which is great. And you know, they've redeemed themselves as far as I'm concerned. So as long as this is how they're going to ship from now on, and it looks like the shipping department has figured it out a lot better, I'll be ordering again from Hartmanns. They definitely carry all the best Zone 3 plants for wholesale that I've seen anywhere, and as long as they make it to you in one piece, and you don't have like a high percentage of die-off, it's the best pricing on the internet for wholesale plants. And here are all the blueberries that I got from them. They've taken a little time to kind of rehabilitate and jump back, but they all got new growth on them now. And there's about 25 of them here, so I gotta find a place out in the field to put these. And blueberries are a pain. Those hascap plants grow way easier than the blueberries do. You don't have to do anything with the hascaps, so I really like those. And the bush cherries, once you get them to actually take hold and root into the ground, you don't really have to do anything with those, so I really like those. And we live in Maine, so everybody likes blueberries, and they sell well, but let me tell you, blueberries are a pain. Even in Maine, where they grow wild, like these high brush blueberries take a while to establish, and you lose a lot of them. So and I even fertilize with all the sulfur laced stuff. Like I make sure that the ground has definitely got enough acid in it. But blueberries are just hard. They're hard to grow. But once you get them established, in Maine at least, they grow really nice. You know, we have a lot of organic material in the soil out here, and these are actually Patriots, which were designed by the University of Maine to grow here. It's about a 6-foot bush cherry. I mean, a high brush blueberry. But yeah, I'm psyched. I gotta unload these and get the plastic off them and water them. But Hartmanns, you did a much better job at packaging these. I'm very impressed. This is exactly how they should look. So good job, guys. They have redeemed themselves. Yeah, so out of 12 plants, we only had 1 break right here, and there's still a lot of branching underneath the break, so I'll just cut that off and it'll jump right back. And we didn't lose any soil, and the root balls were not compromised in any way. So that is definitely how you package plants like this. So I'm pretty psyched. So thanks to the guys over at Hartmanns Plant Company. They did really do a good job at redeeming themselves. It took a little while, but they let the plants grow in a little bit and get really rooted in there well. And this order is really nice. So I think that they got what I was saying about the order in the previous video. So yeah, pretty psyched. These look great. Now I just got to find a place and everything I need for digging 10 more holes. I don't have any more soil left for this year, but I got to go find some somewhere. Either buy some, or I have a pile of topsoil somewhere. I think I can go and try to fill some wheelbarrows with that. But yeah, Hartmanns Plant Company, they came through. So I don't know. I was kind of bummed at first, but they've done a really good job at making up for it. And I definitely have more than enough of these cherry plants now to cover the order originally, so it's great.